Life must be looking really great for you after retiring from playing cricket, because now that can be your meat and potatoes,
I
just
can't
standing on.
explain how good they are.
I was just going to say life feels very good because your team remembers how to score goals. I haven't experienced a
Exactly.
goal in about a week or 10 days.
Yeah.
I think as a Man United fan, this was the most amazing thing to happen this weekend. And that just shows how far down we have fallen as Man United, as the club, because
Yeah.
our joy stemmed from the fact that Liverpool lost and possibly bottled the title race, because now they're third.
Yeah.
And again, they just could not buy a goal. What was it that went wrong, Mookie? What Curtis Jones is missing horribly easy chances.
I
Salah's not scoring. He's in my FPL. The fuck,
That's
dude?
the real
There you
tragedy.
go. That's
That's
why.
the real tragedy.
That is the real tragedy. That is. Because who cares about who wins the title anymore?
Yeah, who cares?
When you pick your FPL team, by the way, do you pick players from your own team or do you leave them out so you don't jinx them?
I leave them out
I leave
because
them out.
I don't want to
Thank you. I reckon that is the most common thing because there's people who obviously want to win the FPL who do like thesis studies on it and all sorts, and there's
Yeah.
proper football fans. So at any one time, I started off with Bruno Guimaraes in my team because he's my favourite player by miles.
Yeah.
And then he had a couple of quiet games, so I got rid of him. And of course, the second I got rid of him, he started ploughing the points. Anthony
Yeah.
Gordon the same. I will not. I think I've actually just put him on my team. I need to get rid of him. And Alexander Isak, I got rid of him, I think 6 games ago, and he's scored in every game since. I don't care. I'm bottom of my league. I'm going to get relegated, but I don't care as long as he keeps pumping him in. I love that we all
I
do
am
that.
so bad at FPL that I will tell you this: that my 11 have gotten me 36 points, and my substitutes have gotten me 38 points, and I've
Oh,
not.
I love that. And you didn't use your bench boost. I love that.
No. My thing is I don't use Man United players in my FPL team because I don't want to jinx them. The
And
fact that
also
they're Man
because they
United
don't get any
players.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The jinxing is happening already with or without my inputs in FPL.
I'm just
So,
going to
yeah.
look at my team here because I'm doing so badly in my league that I forgot to. Every week I forget to do a team, but I've had a good week. I just need Cole Palmer. He's my only player left to go. I've got 55 points.
Nice.
Yeah,
That
done.
is
not
that
bad.
is very cool.
And-
Let me
and
check
you know,
how much.
so I've just said I don't have any home players, but there's one guy here,
Yeah.
Fabian Schär.
Shah, yep. He had a
And he
good-
got a goal.
Not only kept a clean sheet, but also scored that header right there when the game's already won.
Yeah.
Scored that header.
Oh.
So that day, everything went right for me. It was perfect. So not
Man.
only I had all day to sleep in bed. I didn't have to get out of bed for anything. So that's a massive Brucey bonus to start.
Yeah.
Newcastle won 4-0. On the way to the airport, I was in the car with Samuel Badgery on the way to the airport. There was a house of candy at the airport,
Ooh.
which, by the way, if any of you guys in India have not tasted those little pink and blue bubblegum fizzy sweets, you must immediately.
All right.
I might give
right.
up meat and vegetables and just eat these for the next 10 years. Oh my God. No, really.
I mean, life
So
looks great.
Everything went my way.
Yeah.
And then I got
Life
to a
looks
haunted...
great.
And then I
Life
landed in Concord and it's a haunted hotel. It was like the greatest day ever for me. But Fabian
I think
Schär was the icing on the cake scoring that header.
Life must be looking really great for you after retiring from playing cricket, because now that can be your meat and potatoes. Just
I can't
standing on.
explain how good they are.
I was just going to say life feels very good because your team remembers how to score goals. I haven't experienced a
Exactly.
goal in about a week or 10 days.
Yeah.
See, had Newcastle not won that game, the sweet shop would have been closed. Like the flight would have been delayed. I'd have run out of battery in the middle of doing something. Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
When it goes well, it's all
Yeah.
based down to your football team.
Yeah. Speaking of things not going well and going well, United 2, Bournemouth 2, another horrible performance by United.
Lucky to get a point as well.
very lucky to get a point. Like, we did not deserve anything from that game. That penalty was just. I mean, somebody was praying for us, I guess, and they got us that penalty. But it was just abject. Like, that performance
Yeah.
was depressing, and that is the kind of performance that makes me want to go to therapy.
Where do you
to
stand
answer-
on Eric Ten Hag then?
I really want him to stay on because I feel
Yeah.
like he could have a plan under slightly more competent ownership with a slightly more robust recruitment structure where we can get better players for not as much money. But every week it gets harder and harder to support him because
Do you think that-
he keeps saying he has a plan, but we just can't see it unless the plan is total
I think
and
his
utter
plan
chaos.
is to get rid of all the players and then get a new line. And let's
I mean,
face
that's a very ambitious plan,
let's
and
face it,
probably
for
what
the-
we need.
for the profit and sustainability, it's a good job Man United have so much outside sources because they paid stupid money for years on building up this squad. And so someone asked me the other day, or didn't ask me, I was reading about it because I'm a football geek and I read about football all the time, saying that they've just blamed manager after manager after manager, and yet the players have all stayed the same. Isn't it about time that someone just turned around and realised the players on the field, I think they are good enough. Of course they're good enough. They're world-class players. But the way that they play it and the seeming attitude to everything. So one guy comes in and they say he trains us too hard. Another guy comes in and says doesn't train us hard enough. Another guy comes in. It's the players. It's not the gaffer.
Yeah.
Get a captain who doesn't dive on the floor and cheat all the time. That'd be a start. Yes, I think we all know that. I mean, I don't think there's anyone. When you see all those clips of Fernandes running into defenders and throwing himself on the floor, I mean, come off it. As a skipper, just think, what would Roy Keane say? Would you ever see Roy Keane do that? So Man United for years in England, I mean, everyone hated him because they were so good. And they just, but they were brilliant under Fergie when you had like Beckham, Giggs, Scholes, Keane, Bruce and Palace, and people like Cantona is still the best player I've ever seen live. I watched him completely. Newcastle, when they should have won the league in 98, I think it was, or 96. Like, completely outplayed United. It was a joke, but couldn't score. It was a bit like Liverpool this week. Cantona got one chance in the game. And if Cantona hadn't played, it would have been a rout. He got one chance in the game, scored an unbelievable goal, and that was it. United won the league. He is easily the best player I've seen live, by miles, Eric Cantona. But everyone else like really hated Man United, but begrudgingly went, God, they're just so hard to beat. Yeah. Because they had a steal to him as well. I mean, Roy Keane was nasty on the field, but he was everyone wanted a Roy Keane in their team. Now, you look at them, they haven't got anyone with that sort of spirit and that backbone. And I think it's wonderful.